another bogey-free 66, this time by Viktor Hovland. It was highlighted, Greg, by a hole out from the bunker, which is now the third hole out of the week for Viktor coming from off the green. He obviously started his week holing out on 10 on Thursday. He made the ace on Friday and birdie out of the bunker on Saturday to put himself in the mix, one shot off the lead.
Yeah, and for a guy who if you question one area of his game, it's short game. And if you go a little deeper than that and you question one area of his short game, it's his bunker play. And today he technically misses 2 greens, but the green on 18, it was on the fringe. So he misses 1 green and it's in a bunker and he holds it. So this was Viktor's day right from the start. He hit the ball beautifully, which kind of like Tyrrell Hatton, he does it the Hovland way. And Viktor Hovland today led the I'm sorry, not today. Well, he led the field of strokes gained tee to green today. That's what I was referring to. But he hit a ton of greens, as I mentioned. And not only that, but he was second in proximity to the hole today. So he was second in proximity. He hit it to 27 feet, hitting 16 greens. It's just really good stuff. He leads the week so far, leads the field this week in proximity to the hole. And he's really taken advantage. The putting has been so-so. He putted really well in round 1, putted okay today. But when you hit it that way, you don't really have to. So we're already seeing kind of what Bay Hill offers, where there's a number of different avenues and pathways to play some really good golf. And Viktor did it a little bit differently today than say Hatton, who fills it up on the greens. This was hit every shot in the fairway, hit 12 of 14. Hit every shot on the green. And in the one time you miss, knock it in. It's pretty cool stuff.
I want to dive a little bit into Viktor here because we've obviously been paying a close attention to this, Greg, because it's so bizarre. You know, he is such a talented golfer, and he has said this. I mean, he said it in his interview with Damon Hack afterwards as well. Like, he has not even really been pleased with the way his game has been trending in the last couple of months, despite the win at the Hero World Challenge. His little baby squeeze cut, that he calls it, has kind of been turned into a duck hook as of late. And when you're Viktor Hovland, you can still finish T20 in Phoenix with that game or something like that. But when we were at Riviera on Wednesday, I walked 9 holes with him in the practice round. He's working with a new coach. He felt like he was really, really close at Riviera, and his trajectory was back and his game was back. And we are now starting to really see that come up here on the leaderboard as he feels more comfortable. And especially, Greg, on a golf course that rewards such strong ball striking.
Yes. And, to even take that a little bit deeper, than what you were saying, Rick, when you can see a shot, you see a shot shape, you step up on a hole and you see, all right, I take it at that bunker on the left-hand side and I peel it off of that. I know what feel I have to go to in order to hit that shot. This is the go-to shot that most players on the PGA Tour, quite frankly, play every shot. They hit their go-to shot every single time. And that's a really reliable way to play. But when that turns into a hook, especially for a fader of the ball, when it turns into the opposite ball flight, it's extremely difficult to play. It's very hard for a fader of the ball to aim to the right, because a good swing, the feel you're searching for, is going to make it move to the right. And so when that's not happening, it puts you in a real penalty. And when all of a sudden it starts to click, and what you're thinking about leads to what you see, now things are gelling. Now you can start to really play golf, and you can plan shots, and you can hit the right club off the tee instead of the club you'd think you're least likely to hit a hook with. You can start to make the decision that is called for instead of the decision that you're comfortable with. And Viktor's at that place right now where he's playing the game the way the game needs to be played. And all of a sudden the ball striking is paying off. He's on a golf course where you don't have to make a ton of birdies. You just have to keep the ball in front of you, avoid those mistakes. And fairways and greens go a long way in that. And Viktor played that perfectly today.
208 for Viktor. That is 8 under, 1 shot off the lead. He posted the lead when his round was over, but here comes Scottie Scheffler. Birdies on 12, 13, 16, 17, 18. That is not a typo. That is 5 of the last 7 for our defending champion. We have been describing Jon Rahm as inevitable and relentless and yada, yada, yada. Just apply all those adjectives to Scottie Scheffler.
Yes, because it's the same thing. I mean, guess who's leading the field this week in strokes gained tee to green?
Oh yeah, every week.
Scottie Scheffler again, and for some reason he's not in this category of the one of the best ball strikers in the game. And he is. He's in the strangest of spots because Rory and Rahm have the name recognition and they deserve it. They have accomplished everything you would hope for and more, especially in the last 9 months or so. But Scottie Scheffler just continues to do what Scottie Scheffler does and add in another win on top of it at the WM Phoenix Open is great. And here we go again with the API, a chance to defend the second event of the season. This is really incredible. I mean, this is becoming Scottie season.
I was going to say, we've kind of just jokingly dubbed this the Scottie Slam if he just goes out and defends all 4 of his titles from last year. Well, already 1 in the bag, and now with 18 holes to go, he's 1 off the lead for number 2. And even if he doesn't complete the Scottie Slam and he just wins this one, it would be 6 wins in a 54-week stretch, and they'd all be massive, insane win. This is crazy. This is historic. This is, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's not really getting the attention it deserved. This was, I don't know if you remember, we were like, oh, he's on a heater last year. It's a heater. That's all anybody wanted to describe Scottie Scheffler as. He's on a heater. He won 4 times. No, Scottie Scheffler is really freaking good at golf.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing to me, Rick. When you look at what Scottie did after the Masters last year, and he started to quote unquote struggle, which is not really the right term. The right term is he started to not win. He started to finish second at a U.S. Open, 1 shot out of, 1 shot off the lead. He started to contend and not win. And you wonder if there's something wrong. And the thing is, his game is good enough to contend without the putter. And that's where this ball striking stuff really comes into play. I mean, like you kind of half jokingly said, he leads every week he leads the field tee to green. Yeah, he does. And the putter is just the extra piece that allows him to win. It's not the piece that allows him to contend. His game is good enough to contend no matter what. And all of a sudden, he starts rolling in a couple of putts here and there, starts to get hot. I mean, today, most of this comes later. Maybe he was 20th in strokes gained putting for the day. He's 35th for the week. And with a good putting day tomorrow, he'll be holding this trophy. So it's a super. He is a superstar, an absolute superstar who can handle the most difficult of golf courses. He can handle birdie fests. He makes a ton of birdies, even on the difficult golf courses. He hits it high. He can hit it low. He has one of the best short games in the game. And when he's feeling confident on the greens, he's really hard to beat. So this is the guy you got to have circled on top of this leaderboard right now.